Excellence is living out the best of what you have and making it your way of life. Bata pa lang ako, my parents would tell me, you know, the Lord requires your best because He is a God who can give anything, who can support you, who can perform miracles for you. Now, doing your best for Him is the best offering that you can do, whatever your hands find to do. Work at it heartily and excellently, not to please the world. Minsan kasi we want to live by others' expectations. Na may pressure tayo. Sabi ng dad ko, hindi. You do that because that is pleasing to God. I am Jerald Pelayo, and by God's grace, I topped the Nurse Licensure Exam last 2011 and the Physician Licensure Exam this March 2018. It's very overwhelming. At the same time, I'm humbled by this gift that the Lord has given me. It was not an easy task, but I know I did my best, and He also did His part to help me prepare for the boards and aced them both. In my young age, my parents have been instilling in us the value of discipline and independence. My father is a teacher. My mother is a midwife. In my childhood years, I was exposed to different professions. However, doktor, hindi ko masyadong nakikita in our place. And I thought of becoming one, being the first doctor of the family and the first doctor of the community. My father is a great storyteller. Every Saturday when we are in church, he would share to us Bible stories. And I've come across with Jesus who was very interested in healing. And sabi ko, this person has been touching lives in this way, healing. So simula pa bata, sabi ko, gusto ko rin maging kagaya niya. Even if I cannot perform miracles, I know that I can initiate healing in the lives of others and make a difference. And then nung high school, I was exposed to this Seventh-day Adventist neurosurgeon from Baltimore, Maryland, Johns Hopkins Hospital actually. Siya yung first neurosurgeon to separate the Siamese twin, Ben Carson. And since he's a Seventh-day Adventist, ako Seventh-day Adventist kasi ako. So most of the time, nakikita ko siya. So sabi ko, wow, if this person can make a difference also, not only in the life of that patient, but in the lives of that patient's family. Sabi ko, gusto ko rin maging ganun. Kasi doctors can touch lives in special ways. I took my nursing in Mountain View College in Mindanao. That's a Seventh-day Adventist private institution. Simula pa nung nag-start ako ng nursing, yun talagang goal ko is to become a doctor. On top of my two sisters taking up nursing during that time, nakita ko kasi yung advantage ng nursing as a preparatory course because madami ng similar subjects ang nursing at saka medicine, especially yung mga first-year medical subjects. And also, hospital exposure. Meron na kasi yung mga nursing. Second year pa lang, na-expose na kami sa hospital. So, hindi na masyadong bago when you go to medicine. And we are taught also to be extra compassionate and to show extra care when delivering care to the patient. My two sisters are nurses and my brother in medical technology. Even my sisters, they're encouraging me, go for medicine. That's where your heart is. I want to realize that childhood dream. And that's one discipline na tinuro ng parents ko sa akin. Set your eyes on your goal and then pursue it. Kahit anong mangyari, we will just be here to support you. And so sabi ko sa parents ko, I want to go to UERM. But they said, parang hindi kaya unless scholar ka. But I was just dreaming to go to UERM kasi alam ko maganda yung training and most especially, they don't have Saturday classes. Yun kasi yung concern ko talaga as a Seventh-day Adventist. I just go to church, outreach activities, singing, playing the piano, and makakapag-relax for one day in a week. For nursing, 2 months siguro yun ng waiting. Grabe talaga. And then when I went home, I checked my books. Hala, ang dami kong mali. Sabi ko, patay, paano na to? Lord, please let me pass. Hindi ko na naisip na mag-number 1 ako sa boards. But you know, that story in my topping the board exam in nursing is very crucial kasi before I took the boards, I had a covenant with God. Sabi ko, Lord, if I get accepted in UERM, pinagpipray ko talaga yon, I would place top 1 to 5 in the boards. Pero pag hindi nga, Lord, West Visayas State University, that's another school na I was eyeing at. In Iloilo, baka 6 to 10 ako. So alam mo yung, my hopes were pinned on that numbers na 1 to 10. So I went to UERM as a late applicant. Out of 1,600, late na talaga ako. So parang hindi pa nga tinanggap yung aking application initially. Sabi nila, wala na, ang dami na nag-apply. Sabi ko, ma'am, please accept my application. And so ayun, pinagbigyan. So after the interview, they assured me of a scholarship. So sabi ko, makakapasok nga talaga ako sa UERM. And scholar pa ako. So I went home and I told the good news to my parents. The back of my mind, dapat top 1 to 5 ako. Kasi yun yung pinag-usapan namin ni God. And 2 days after, the results were out. And sobrang wow. Sobrang consistent niya. Hindi pa 2, 3, 4, 5 eh. 1 talaga. Kaya napaiyak ako, sabi ko, wow. Kung kailan ako nahirapan, kung kailan ako nag-think na hindi ako papasa, doon pa niya binigay sa akin yung number 1. So nakakakilabot actually na He was a consistent God. Naisip ko yun. Kasi it would take me around 5 more years to finish medicine and the return of investment. So, matagal. Pero alam mong, yun yung pangarap mo eh. Kahit matagal, gagawin mo para makuha mo yun. Etong medicine, sabi ko, Lord, I want to have this rating. I just prayed for a specific rating. 88%. Yun lang. And during the board review, we had series of exams in the review center, diagnostics, midterms, and finals. For the first 2 exams, I was topping the exams. So parang everyone was expecting na parang, oh, since ikaw nagtatop, dapat magtatop ka rin sa boards. And yung UERM kasi, 10 years ago pa nagkaroon ng number 1, 2008. And he is also a Seventh-day Adventist. And I am a Seventh-day Adventist. So parang alam nilang, ikaw na yung next, parang ganun. So pressure was on me. Napakabigat. I added to my covenant. Sabi ko, Lord, pwede bang i-number 1 mo na rin ako? Especially if I top the last exam, the final exam, this would mean number 1 spot in the actual boards. And so I took the final exam, and 3 days after, I received a message from the head of the review center. And he congratulated me. Sabi niya, congratulations, Dr. Pelayo, you topped the final exam. That was Friday. And the first day of the boards was Sunday. So as early as Friday, I knew that, wow, kung ito magkatotoo, I have a story to tell. Kasi ito yung napag-usapan namin ni God. So 88% and then number 1 in the actual boards. So I dropped all my notes. I sabi ko, Lord, ikaw na bahala. Pagod na ako. I did my best for the past 5 years. I don't think one day will matter in the actual boards. Hindi na siguro magde-differ yun. So whole Saturday, Friday night, whole Saturday, hindi na ako nag-aral. I just went to church. I sang, I prayed. In the evening, Saturday, dapat mag-aaral ako before Sunday. But wala na akong gana. Sabi ko, I am already assured. Anyway, ginawa ko naman yung best ko. So I just talked to God during that night and I said, Lord, help me. Please, tomorrow, I'll go to the exam site, be with me. But something very dramatic happened during that night. I felt that He was not with me. He was very silent. When I read my Bible, wala akong makitang response from Him. And parang it broke my heart. Parang hala kung kailan ako magte-take na the following day, I cannot hear Him. But I just prayed. It took me like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Umiiyak na ako kasi parang, wow, I'm alone. Ganon. In the morning, I prayed again and said, Lord, please assure me. But I found no answer. I went to the exam site. I just brought my Bible with me. No academic materials. Sabi ko, Lord, bahala ka na. And then when I took my seat, I said, Lord, for the last time, assure me that you will be with me today. Na ifulfill mo yung aking covenant. Kasi since nursing, you're very consistent. And when I opened my Bible, it turned to 1 Kings 20:13. And he said there, have you seen this great multitude? Like he was speaking. And I said, yes, Lord, I'm seeing all this great multitude. They're all cramming for the exam. And he continued. Sabi niya, behold, I will give it into your hand today that you may know that I am your God. I was relaxed. Sabi ko, okay, Lord, thank you. Sorry for my unbelief. Kasi pinagdudahan pa kita. So I took the exam. Wala akong kaba. Alam mo, walang anxiety, no trace of anxiety. Kahit sobrang hirap, sabi ko, Lord, you have assured me. I have done my best. Nakita mo naman yung effort ko and my parents have been praying for me, my professors, ang daming friends na nagpe-pray. Everyone's eyes were on me. Now, Lord, I know that my eyes are on you and I am the apple of your eye. So please deliver me. And true enough, like after the boards, the same miracle that happened in nursing took place and again in medicine.
Dr. Jerald Pelayo for topping the March 2018 Physician Licensure Examination with an average of 88.17%.
grabe yung pressure this time. Kasi nakadalawa eh. And you know, yung nag-top din ng September last year, 2-time top-notcher din siya eh. Medtech number 1 and then number 1 sa physician. So parang yun yung mini-mirror nila na gawin ko rin since number 1 ako ng nursing. Kaya sobrang bigat talaga ng pressure. I over-delegated the pressure to God. Kasi alam ko, I've done my best. Yun lang ang kaya kong gawin. And you know, pinunin na lahat ng mga deficiencies ko talaga. Actually, yung aking talagang discipline and faith, yan talaga yung aking formula for success. When it comes to discipline, I establish my schedule and then I stick to my schedule. May hours yan, ilang pages na matatapos ko for that day. And then I have study breaks. I see to it that I'm also physically active. So in the morning, I jog. I avoid stimulants like coffee, wala kang vices, and then I also have time to teach my classmates because I believe that the highest form of learning is teaching. 3 times a week, I would meet my group and then we share information. I teach them. So, mas nare-retain ko yung information. And yung pinaka-importante is yung faith. I make Him as my first, my best, and last in everything. So, when I wake up in the morning, I open my Bible and I would pray, Lord, direct me what references to read. Sana maintindihan ko to. And I would close my day with the same routine that I would seek Him. Faith and discipline equals success. I want to become a neurologist at gusto ko pa mag-subspecialize kung ano pa ang mga kailangan, especially the subspecialization na wala pa sa Philippines. I am planning to take my specialty training in the States. I'll take up internal medicine and neurology, and after that, I'll come back and I'll serve especially sa aming lugar sa Masbate. Wala pa talagang mga specialist doon. And also in the metro kung saan kailangan yung specialization na I'll take. For the meantime, I am invited by UERM College of Medicine to teach anatomy in my alma mater para naman payback time. Aspiring medical doctors, you know, diligence, commitment, and consistency will help you get what you want in life. But you know, more importantly, walk in the path where God wants you to be because nothing is impossible with God. Even if hindi tayo lahat magtatap sa board exam, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are not excellent because we can be excellent in our own ways. I always believe that excellence is not just found in the results of the boards, but it is found in the lives of those whom we have touched and changed for the better. So make a difference. Touch lives, teach hearts, and be sure that you are a living testimony of God's goodness and a role model to others, to inspire others also to excel.
When I was 19 years old, we found that there were a lot of kids in the area that needed help. I've been interested in teaching since I was younger, and it was a dream actually to be a teacher. My name is Jaton Zulueta, and I am the founder and teacher of AHA Learning Center. When we started, my mom had saw somebody knocking on her door, and we found that that kid sa cemetery siya nakatira. It started with me going into the cemeteries, tutoring. How we teach the kids would be that we would do it through play. We were teaching in Manila South Cemetery at the time. We would be playing taguan, kabulan, and after we play, yung usapan is that we would have tutoring or English lessons. So I would do storytelling. It was just very difficult to keep awake. I guess the challenge in 2009 was, why would they be led by me? Nandito ako, isang estudyante taga-Ateneo, sino ka ba? But di mo naintindihan kung saan kami nanggagaling. Siguro yung naging simula ng aming relationship sa community na yun ay nung pumunta kami doon at sinabi namin na wala kaming gustong gawin kundi mahalin yung mga anak ninyo. Wala kaming gustong gawin kundi sabihin sa mga anak ninyo na kung walang naniniwala sa'yo, kami yung unang maniniwala sa'yo. Nung paulit-ulit namin sinasabi yon sa bawat nanay, sa bawat bata, matagal pero nagkaroon ng trust, ng magandang relationship sa unang community na yun. We started with being outside and teaching children in the cemetery. Now, we've grown into partnering with 6 different schools. We have over 115 students enrolled with over 7 classes, open 5 times a week with tutoring, values formation, feeding, and field trips. The students we normally teach are students that live in the different barangays near Makati. So currently, we service public school children who want to learn English, math, how to be a little bit more confident. We teach speaking and writing in English, and we also teach grit, commitment, and growth mindset. What I teach is values formation. I usually teach the kids not just confidence building, but practical real-life skills so that when they go out, they can be competitive and serve other people. It's important for us to let them understand and to feel that there's genius and greatness in them. Yung goal lang namin dito bilang programa, makilala lang yung kagalingan na yun. One value that's important every time we teach them is commitment. Kung sinabi mong gagawin mo, gagawin mo. Tawag namin sa commitment is faith in action. So, hindi lang dapat maniwala sa sarili mo, kaya mo yan, dapat may gagawin ka. At napansin namin dito sa Learning Center, yung commitment nila nagsisimula sa maliliit na bagay, sa pagiging maaga, nagsisimula sa pagiging maayos sa kanilang schoolwork, and it then becomes something bigger. Kadalasan na feedback ng mga nanay sa amin, naging mas mabait yung mga bata. Kasi sinasabi ko lagi sa mga bata, kung magaling kayo dito, kung mabait kayo dito, ganun lang kayo dapat sa bahay. So tinuturuan namin yung mga bata na yung mga nanay nila, serve nila ng pagkain, tumulong sa mga gawaing bahay. So napansin ng mga nanay na yun yung malaking improvement. Karamihan ng mga bata na napupunta sa AHA ay bullied. May 1 or 2 times, tumakbo dito yung bata from the school. Layo nun. Kasi nahabol siya ng bully. Parang naging sanctuary siya ng mga, ng binubully. It became a safe space for the bullied. When bullied kids come to us, we always try to listen to them and whatever it's happening. So sinasabi namin sa bata, just if you're different, it doesn't mean that you're bad. It just means that you're special and everybody is different. One of my most memorable experiences working in AHA Learning Center was when we started this writing club. Karamihan ng mga estudyante namin, they really never wanted to write in English. When we started pushing them to write in English, ayaw nila, more so to speak in English. So ginawa namin, every week, nagkaroon kaming mga writing exercises, yung mga activities namin. Kung ikaw ay star ng inyong movie, ano yung magiging storya mo? They would write that. After some time, we put everybody in a room at the end of the class, and then we surprised them with their own book. So we gave them their own book, and then in the same room, each kid put out their book, they saw their name on the piece of paper, and they started reading their stories. So one of the most memorable things about that was that it was a very small room, and everybody was just listening to everybody speak and tell their own story. And every story was beautiful because even if they were talking about my favorite video game or whatever, they just did it with so much enthusiasm and love. Kadalasan kasi sa mga NGO, madali lang sabihin na kami yung parents nitong mga bata na to. Kaya tinatawag nila nanay, tatay. Pero yung kaibahan sa amin, napakaklaro nang sa simula na yung mga nanay ng mga bata ay sila talaga yung parents. Kami yung teacher. At yung partnership namin sa mga nanay, yun yung talagang malaking bagay kung ba't maganda tong lugar na to. Kasi sinasabi ko nga sa kanila, hindi ko alam kung paano alagaan ng inyong anak. Kailangan nyo kaming tulungan. Pero alam ko kung paano silang turuan. Pero hindi ko alam kung paano silang ipalaki. Kailangan tayong magtulungan. Nakikita ko kasi yung pagmamahal ng mga nanay, hinahatid nila yung anak nila dito, tinuturuan, nagvo-volunteer sila dito. So in this small house in Makati, lagi namin yung sinasabi, it's built with so much love. And that's a love that starts with the mother and the child. It's very important to support the public schools in the Philippines. After-school tutoring, after-school programs is a way to support the public school. It's a way to bring extra hours of learning. It's a way to help a kid who might be ignored by a class of 60 and really figure out the problem. High-end education, I say high-end because tutoring and after-school programs is a privilege that's often enjoyed by somebody richer, when education in itself should be free and equal. And I believe that giving every child an opportunity to not just get the same opportunities private school kids have, but also to spend the one-on-one time with the teacher is very important. I believe that after-school programs is a way for us also to connect with each other, because in getting volunteer teachers, we're saying that anybody can be a teacher, and in a sense, anyone can really help the public school system. We're not here to replace the public school system. We're here to support and help it grow. Our biggest dream is to empower every child to believe that they can do anything. My dream for the children isn't really my dream, but it's their dream to be realized through this.